Monday live. I'm just getting my orders, my papers in order here. I hope that you are having just the best Monday ever. There's wild anticipation here because Snowmageddon is coming. If you live in the Midwest, or I think on the East Coast, there's a lot of snow that happened, but we're supposed to get a big storm tomorrow. Or actually tonight, I think it starts overnight. I'm just looking to see. It doesn't look like it's snowing quite yet, but oh my gosh, everybody is talking about it. And I did not go, but I heard that the stores have been crazy today with people preparing for the end of time, which cracks me up a little bit because it's like, okay, we're in the Midwest. We're used to this. But anyway, I am hoping that it's a snow day tomorrow. Isn't that funny? I love snow days. In fact, this is really funny. When I was in California, I taught at a private school, which was one of my first jobs, and we had a day where they kept the kids home because there was all this flooding. And so I didn't go to work because in the Midwest, when there's a snow day, nobody goes to school. The teachers don't go, the kids don't go, nobody goes to school. So the guy called me, who was like the headmaster of our school, and it was a really tiny private school. And he's like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm not here. It's a snow day." Or it's a flood day. And he goes, "Well, we still are coming." And I was like, "Oh, well, huh." So I don't know. I thought that was funny. Sorry, I'm looking for the perfect shade for today's live. Well, this is probably closer. We'll see. So anyway, we had Ella and her boyfriend over for dinner last night, so I made a big dinner last night, so we have leftovers. And it's not like in 24 hours we won't be able to get out. Although I've seen there's apparently, let's stay in the lines, Dina. Gotta get my Stampin' Lips on. There was a thing shared on Facebook today, and it was the snowstorm of 1975. That was really interesting because it was, I think, I'm going to try and find it really quick. It was in Iowa, of course, and this was when I was 1, so I don't know. But let me see if I can find the story. Somebody was sharing it today. It must have been from the same time. Let's see. Okay, so the blizzard of 75 in Northwest Iowa. They didn't have school for a week. Like a week. Joyce, you remember the storm? Okay, so it was like a really big deal. I remember there being really big storms, but this is crazy. I read the article, and it said that sorry. Okay, so it started out with early morning temperatures were in the mid-40s with a light rain falling. And then by 9 a.m., the temperature had dropped to below freezing and the rain turned to snow shortly after schools were dismissed. They stayed closed for nearly a week. 16 inches of snow had fallen and 15-foot drifts caused by winds in excess of 90 miles an hour. Because in Iowa, there's nothing to stop the wind. It's all flat fields, kind of like Nebraska and I believe a lot of Kansas. So anyway, let me see if you can see this picture because it's crazy. Okay, look at that. They're just insane. Like this is a big, tall snowplow, and these are the height of the drifts. Well, anyway, I don't think that's going to happen, but we do. The last I checked, it was like 7 to 11 inches. So that's a lot of snow, and I think it's going to be pretty fun. My son is really hoping there's no school because, of course, he's a senior and he doesn't have to make up the snow day if they have one. Although I think they haven't had any yet, so he wouldn't have to make it up anyway. But anyway, so those crazy things can happen. I remember, gosh, I would say maybe 10 years ago or maybe a little more, we had really crazy snow days where we just got like a few inches every few days. It was just such a lot of snow that just kind of continually added up. And our mailbox was like buried in the snow. And so we were working on trying to get that out so we could get mail. But it wasn't like, I think we got like one blizzard, but then it just kept snowing. Every few days we'd get like 3 more inches, and that just really started to add up. So anyway, so that's life in the Midwest when it snows. I know a lot of people in the Northeast know that too, because they get a ton of snow, especially around the Great Lakes and everything. But it's interesting. Okay, so today I have all kinds of fun things to show you. I've got the last of the Christmas cards that I received. I have a special gift to share. I have actually 2 special gifts to share. I have really wonderful projects to share with you today. Oh, I'm so excited. And a few announcements, as well as a bundle winner to draw from our December card challenge. I wasn't quite ready to do it last week, but we're going to do it this week. So that'll be great. And then we're going to have a new challenge this week for the remainder of January that you can join in on. It's a little different. It's a color challenge this time. Just changing things up a little bit. But I think you're going to like it. It will be our second card that we do is our color challenge, and I'll tell you all about it when we get to it. I also think that's everything. Okay, so I told you last week, because I didn't have it with me, but I wanted to show you. This is my gift from Carl. This is how it came in a bag. No lid. No, nothing else. This is the jar that it came in. I don't even know where you got this jar. I'm really not sure. But anyway, so as you can see, there are note cards, which I'm pretty sure he stole from my office. Well, he might actually have some, but for school. But let me read to you what came in my jar. Okay, so this is his gift to me, is that I requested coupons. This wasn't exactly what I had in mind, but this is what he would like to do with me. Okay, so go to the bookstore. Who do you suppose is paying for that trip? Chicago trip. I wonder if the race he's running in a couple weeks counts. Probably not. Glass blowing. Go to the symphony. This is awesome. Do a DIY project. Like, kid, that's all I do. Like, you do a DIY project. He's going to walk the puppies. Now, this is a good one, and I want to try and recycle this. Okay. I bring the boxes to the post office or upstairs. I love that. He's doing that anyway. Or he will. Make a new dinner. So again, these are things we can do together, or coupons I can use. This one is really awesome. This one just made me like, I think I started crying. So this one is go on a lunch or dinner date with Carl, okay? And it's a punch card, and there's 7 opportunities, okay? So here we are. I choose, he chooses. I choose, he chooses. I choose, he chooses. I choose. Again, who's paying for these dates? It's me. Plan a vacation, my personal favorite. Start a TV show or movie series, which is cute. Watch Instagram reels, which I think is adorable. So actually, this one is funny because when Ella and I went to Norway together, one of the things we did at night, like when we were kind of falling asleep, they didn't have like either there was, I can't remember if it was just that there was like no reception for any TV channels or anything. You know, when you're like kind of settling down. I usually, my husband and I watch a little TV before we fall asleep. And it's usually like reruns, not something we're like really engaged in, just reruns of like Friends or something. Anyway, so Ella wanted to watch Instagram reels with us, and we did have internet access. So we were watching, her favorite one on Instagram is called Kids Getting Hurt. And you guys, it's terrible. It's really bad, but it makes me laugh so much. So it's called Kids Getting Hurt, and it's videos. It kind of reminds me of like America's Home Videos, when you would see kids getting hurt doing stuff and they caught it on video. Well, that's like, there is an entire Instagram account dedicated to this, and it's all videos of kids getting hurt, and it's kind of hysterical, and you kind of wonder, like, did they, oops, that one is naughty. Well, there's a naughty word in it. But like, here's two brothers. Here's two brothers playing. He swings his thing and smacks the other brother in the face. That's not one of the best ones, but I mean, there's a lot of kicks to the groin, as you might imagine. Oh, here's a good one. So they're playing with like a foosball thing. Ball to the groin. Always funny, right? So anyway, Ella and I watched that, and we literally cried because we were laughing so hard. It was really funny watching these videos. And then we also like cute puppy videos too. I mean, who doesn't like that? Or I suppose kittens, if you're into kittens. But anyway, so that's one of the things I get to do. All right. Make a family scrapbook. He said like grandma's. So Andy's mom made like a ancestry type, like the history of their family, like for generations type book. I'm like, okay. Do some weightlifting. I asked him if he'd teach me how to lift weights because it's been a long time. Board games. This is funny. He's taking a film class in high school for one of his English classes, and so they watch movies and then write papers on movies. Literally, that's what they do. Ella had this class too, but it was with the old awesome teacher. I don't think the new one is quite as good. She made them watch and read Twilight. Anyway, so they watched the movie Clue. And so we had to play Clue together as a family. By the way, I won. So I think that's funny as well. And then the last one is, this one's funny too. 1 week free of booping. And so Carl thinks it's hysterical to go up to Andy and I and go, boop. And he makes that high-pitched boop sound and bonks your nose, and he laughs hysterically. And I'll be honest, it's usually pretty funny when he does it because you're totally unsuspecting, and he'll often do it like if things are really tense or if things are stressful or whatever, he'll walk up and boop you, and we always try to get him and catch him off guard. And then if it starts, then he'll be like this, and it's just kind of funny. So anyway, those are all of the cards that were in my jar. So I think that's quite precious. It wasn't the prettiest looking decorated gift or anything, but it's 100% Carl inside. I have not yet used any of my date nights, and we have not yet planned a vacation. I'm kind of hoping the one I planned does not include him, but anyway. So I have to tell you guys, I'm turning 50 this year in May, and my husband, I don't know if I told you guys this before, I was telling somebody recently, out of the blue, he said, do you want to renew our vows? And I was like, what? Like, where did that come from? It really cracked me up. Like, huh, like that's so not him. And I don't know if that's us or I don't know, but it just really cracked me up that he suggested that. I don't know. He hasn't said anything about it since. He asked if I wanted to have like a big party or something, and I don't know. I kind of want to just go on a trip, the two of us. So anyway, we'll see. So yesterday I mentioned earlier oh, and sorry, I've been chatting a long time. But yesterday I mentioned my daughter and her boyfriend came over. And so we were talking about graduation because both of my kids are graduating in May. I have a Stampin' Up! Trip in May. Carl's running all the races in May. And so this was really cute. He goes, well, can everybody come to my state meet and then can they go to our house after and we'll have a party? And I'm like, no. Like, no. First off, you don't know what you're running in the state meet. Second off, the state meet is 3 hours from our house and 3 hours from our closest relative's house and 2 hours from other people, or 3 hours, and you won't get home from the state meet until late, and then we would probably not have the party till Sunday because of that, and people would then have to drive 6 hours home. Like, no, like they're not gonna do that. So anyway, I don't know if we're even gonna have a party. We might have a family party like at my sister's house in Minneapolis, but it was really weird. I don't know what we're gonna do about all that, but there it is. So neither one of them really want a graduation party. And then I was trying to get Ella to commit to what we were going to do for her graduation. And I think because she was a 2020 high school graduation, she never got a graduation. So then she was like, not even sure if she wanted to go walk through graduation in college. I'm like, you're walking. Kids. Oh boy, is it going to be a crazy spring this year. And all I really want to do is go to Barb's house. All right. So anyway, that is a synopsis of my weekend. All right, I'm going to flip my camera and show you the other things that I got in the mail, including the last of the Christmas cards and this really sweet gift that I received from my team Secret Santa. I will show it at my team meeting too, but okay, I'm going to flip my camera. Sorry, that was really jiggly. Okay, here we go. Adjust everything. All right. So, on my team, we did Secret Santas this year. It was optional. You could do it if you wanted. And so my Secret Santa sent me this just wonderful bag full of goodies. And so here's a beautiful card from Sharon, who is my Secret Santa, and this beautiful watercolor bookmark, which of course, you know, I love the watercoloring. Oh, this wonderful little Post-it pad that she made. Isn't this cute? Hope you have a relaxing day. I love it. And then this was a little pouch with tea in it. That was so sweet. Vanilla caramel, yum, and English breakfast. So I love these. I'm excited to try those out. I had to laugh. Carl, his friend, works at Dunkin' Donuts, and she made him try a chai latte, and he was not a fan, which cracked me up. I'm like, yeah, I didn't think you would be. Here's another adorable card she sent, and another card. This one had a little gift card for after holiday shopping, which, by the way, I'm going to use this weekend. Then here's a beautiful little tin that she decorated, and it has yummies on the inside. So pretty. And then this was a really fun one too. You are the sunshine that brightens so many of my days, which I just love. And these are gorgeous cards that she created. This is an old kit, but I love it because she kind of combined it with some newer things. That just is super fun. So do you guys remember this kit? It's from a while back, but I just think this is so cute. So isn't that an awesome little treat here? that she made. And then my favorite, I saved the best for last. And kind of, I think this is her favorite too, because she's a big fan of my puppies. So she made this album. So it's half Izzy and half Milo. So look at, there's Izzy and Milo. And it's got this little magnet in it. So then Milo's on the other side. And it's just, so she like took pictures that I posted off of Facebook. And then she took these pictures at my house, actually. This was really funny. I was giving tours of the Creativity Cave and the dogs were upstairs. You can see that's Izzy asleep and that's Milo going, what's happening down there? Are there treats? So she took these pictures and shared them. That's when Milo is a new puppy. And that's the day we picked out Milo. And oh my gosh, look at, you guys, look at how just gross my face is. I say that lovingly because this kind of makes me happy to see. This is the before picture. But look at how sweet this is. Look at him. So I just love this. It's so fun. Look at that. Super sweet. So these are Milo. So anyway, I thought you guys would like this. This was a picture I took. It was in our car. I don't know. It was like this fall. So I just thought this was so wonderful. And by the way, my family loves this as well. They got a pretty big kick out of it. They're like, somebody made that for you? I'm like, yes. So anyway, thank you so much, Sharon. I really appreciate all these fun treasures. They were just such a fun thing to open. All right. Next up, I've got some cards that came in the mail and a few other things. So here's a sweet little card I received from Linda. Thank you so much. I love that with the sweet citrus. Here is a beautiful card that I got from Lynn. This is a thank you for some goodies she received for being a part of my team. This is a thank you card I received from Carol, who's also on my team. And thank you so much for that, Carol. This is from my good friend Lori, I think. I should double check, but I'm pretty sure. It's a Christmas card. Yes, Lori and her husband Dave. I love this. Do you guys remember this was from a celebration, I think a couple years ago? Oh, so pretty. This is a gorgeous card from Brenda, who's on my team. Love it. So pretty. So simple. Another beautiful card. This one, oh, this came with a gift card from Susan, who's on my team. Bless her heart. And she also sent me this. And you guys, this is so cool. This is a catalog page marker. And look, it's my name. Like, how fun is that? So, so cute. Oh, my goodness. I just love it. So I haven't figured out exactly how it works. Let's give it a try. Maybe you guys can help me. So, like, here's your catalog. And I don't know, like, do you mark the page like that and then it stays on the front? Because it's, I mean, it's thick on here. I kind of feel like that's how it works. You can mark your page like that and then boom. Or do you literally just stick this in the page of your catalog to hold it even though it's not flat? I don't know. I don't care. I love it. But actually, I think I might store it like up on my shelf right above here where I work, so I can look at it every day because it's just so cute. So I don't know if she made this or not, but I love it and I'm so grateful. So thank you, Susan. You are just the best. And also, I think I'm going shopping this weekend. So I've got 2 gift cards to use shopping, which is just so sweet. So thank you, Susan. All right, here's another beautiful card. This one came from Jolene, who's just the best. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I love that gold paper. So pretty. Thank you, Miss Jolene. This one is from Bethany, who's on my team. And I love this. She made a winter card with that fall DSP. That is brilliant. So super cute. So thank you so much, Bethany. Adorable. This card with the beautiful DSP came from Elaine, who's on my team, and I love the pink on this card. So pretty. Pink for Christmas is always a good idea. All right, this one is from Yvonne, who's just the best. Oh, in my colors even. I love it. Thank you so much. And even the envelope is all beautiful. This was from a paper pumpkin, and I love how that one came out. And look at, she even used red and green. So thank you so much, Terry. She's just the best. She's on Kelly's team, and she thinks of me. Even her address is festive. So, so, so sweet. All right, here's a beautiful simple card from Cindy and her husband, Ron, whom I've met. So thank you so much, Cindy. That is so sweet of you to think of me. Cindy's on my team. Here's another awesome card. This one is from Gloria, who's on my team. And Gloria, I can't wait to hear about your weekend. Her daughter just got married, and I'm looking forward to pictures. I haven't seen any yet, so I'm hoping she'll post some soon. But look at this. This is a fun fold from Dolores. Look at how beautiful that is. So cute. Very, very nice, Dolores. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Oh, look at this cutie patootie. This one is from Jody. I think, yes, Jody, who's just so sweet. Oh, I love this. It looks like a present wrapped with the ribbon going in both directions. So cute with that little holiday hedgehog. This one is from Lisa, and how fun is that with the Merry and Bright bundle? Oh, and she's so sweet. Thank you so much for the sweet sweet message, by the way, Lisa. So thank you. This is another beautiful card from Karen on my team. Yeah, I thought that was her. Isn't that gorgeous? Karen is a really great stamper. Another gorgeous one. This is from, is this a kit or a paper pumpkin? I can't remember, but it doesn't matter. This is from Jennifer, who's on my team as well. Love this. I'm always such a sucker for wreaths, and this one is so pretty. Or maybe this one is from, I feel like this was a kit at some point, but it also kind of reminds me of that rustic countdown kit we had, but I don't think that's what this is. I'm pretty sure this was like a paper pumpkin from a year or two ago, but I love it regardless. Another gorgeous card. This one is from Teresa, who's on my team. Isn't that pretty? This card just makes me happy. This is from Kathy on my team, and it's just such a fun layout, and this is like one of my favorite papers. So thank you so much, Kathy. Another really cute one. I love this because this is combining this year's DSP with a bundle from last year. That's always fun to see. And this is from Lisa, who's on my team. Sorry. I'm giggling because she's talking to, she has a puppy as well, a golden retriever puppy. So, Lisa, there's hope. All right, this is from Sherry, who's on my team. Isn't this beautiful? And she is just the best. So thank you so much, Sherry, for this beautiful card. Then we've got this one from Sharon, who's on my team, and I love this one too. So cute. I love the tag kind of at the angle. Isn't that fun? So thank you, Sharon. Yes, it did end a lot smoother than last year, Sharon. Thank you so much for thinking of that. Although we did all get sick, but not in a chronic kind of way. Then look at this fun card. This is from another one of my team members, Darcy. I love this as kind of a fun little fold here that she did. Isn't that cute? This, maybe we'll have to do this for our challenge sometime coming up. So there you go. Lots of fun things to share. Now it's time to do a few quick announcements and then stamp. Okay, so, oh, and then we'll do our drawing. So celebration is in full force. Of course, there are 3 ways you can earn products during celebration, actually 4 if you count demonstrators. So when you shop, you can earn a free item with every $50 or $100 that you spend. When you host a workshop or place a qualifying order, you can get an extra $30 in free merchandise. That's on top of what you already earn for Stampin' Rewards with an order of $150 or more. So it's a really great opportunity to kind of double down on that. You can join Stampin' Up! And choose from one of 2 free bonuses, either the Glass Mat Studio, which I have here today showing on my desk. Well, I've been using it all the time. or an extra $30 in products. All of the details are in this brochure, so check it out. If you don't have the celebration or mini catalogs, flyers, please let me know because I can get them to you. And of course, our mini catalog also went live. So many wonderful things. I couldn't show it on camera last week, but I can this week. Oh, so happy. So if you need one, just drop me an email. Okay, to go along with these brand new catalogs, we have our new catalog kickoff party going. We have done just a few of the first couple of lives from all of our lives that we've got coming up. So Barb and I have each done a live, and then Kelly has 2 lives this week, I believe. And then I've got another one coming up towards the end of the week. So tons and tons still happening. There are 3 card challenges happening. Well, 2 card challenges and some mystery stamping, lots of prizes, lots of stuff still going on. We would love to have you be a part of it. It's really just gotten started at the end of last week. So there's still plenty of time to join. Of course, everything is available to watch or re-watch at your leisure. And going along with that, we've got some new catalog make and takes that anybody can register for. They are so fun, the make and takes. And you can get registered. Just drop me an email. Otherwise, I'm going to be sending an email out about this later this week. Here's again another picture of that join offer with the Stampin' Glass Mat Studio. I just love it. Okay, I also have the final round of product shares is getting ordered this week. I did just send an email about this. You can get registered for product shares, and they are starting to ship next week, and then the rest will ship as soon as everything gets here. But there's just a few spots left, so make sure you get registered for that. We'd love to have you. You can choose from 2 options, the DSP only or the I want it all. And they come with all kinds of fabulous goodies, so get registered for that. Then I also have the Lighter Than Air All-Star Video Class Bundle, which is available to purchase for $15, or you can get it for free with a qualifying purchase from me, which I'll explain in just a moment. I also have subscription registration for the All-Star tutorials for 6 months coming up on Wednesday, and I will have another project, a video and project on my blog featuring the Lighter Than Air on Wednesday afternoon, so come check that out. Our Lavender Dreams Stamping Escape is going to be happening in February. This is an incredible event. We would love to have you be a part of this. We are showcasing the Lavender Dreams suite of products along with our few extra items, and this event is going to be a lot of fun. It's a little different, but it's going to be pretty awesome. And then finally, I have an ordering special. You can get pre-cut cardstock kits for today's projects for free with a $35 purchase in my online store between now and January 14th. So your order from now to January 14th will qualify for today's projects. If you spend $50, you'll also get that All-Star Video Class Bundle I mentioned. And if you spend $75, you're going to get the card kit, the PDF, plus an embellishment that's going to go with your kits. And you'll see that here in just a few minutes. So you'll also get a PDF of today's projects delivered to your email box. In fact, if you ordered last week, your PDF is going to go out either tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm not sure. Kind of depends on what happens with the weather. All right. So now I've also got, let me find my jar here. I've got a drawing to do for our card challenge that we had during the month of December. So we have Priscilla Sedawan. I hope I'm saying that right, Priscilla. Mary Bauer joined us. Courtney Ostendorp joined us. Shella Sams joined us. Stacy Hagapan joined us. Woo! Good. Made it in there. Debbie Lindauer joined us. Terry Davies joined us. Vicky Bodeker, I think is how you say that, joined us. Sally Beckwith. Jean Maxwell, who is an all-star winner for our challenge. Brenda Santillan joined us. Alexandra Matea joined us. Willie Mason joined us. And Margaret Burkett joined us. So all of our tickets are in my jar here. And the winner of a bundle is... I've got one right here. Mary Bauer. Congrats, Mary. I will... I've got your email. I've got a couple choices for you, so I'll let you know what you can pick from for a free bundle. So congrats to you, Miss Mary. Well done. Thank you for participating. And then I'm going to issue a new challenge today here in just a little bit, featuring a color combo challenge. So, all right. So today we are going to make some projects featuring one of my favorite celebration items. Oh, I'm like, where is it? It's just right here. This is the Softly Sophisticated, and it's a bundle. You get 2 products in one, which is really exciting. You get the Softly Sophisticated stamp set and the coordinating Softly Sophisticated embossing folder. So this is a level 100 choice for celebration, and you're going to just go crazy for these cards, or at least I hope you are. Now remember, if you place a qualifying order in my online store, you will get all of the projects sent to you so that you can create them. Okay, now, oh my gosh, you guys are going to laugh at this. Carl came down to my office, scared the bejesus out of me, and then left, and I was cutting the paper for the first project. So I might have to cut those real quick, but anyway, we're going to start. And what I love about this, by the way, this set is so versatile. Our projects today are going to feature 3 completely different color combinations. And it just shows you that this set will work with so many different colors and like, you know, spring cards, fall cards, winter cards, whatever you might need. Okay, now I really am trying to figure out what did I do with those papers that I cut. That little stinker. But you got to forgive him because he's so sweet for the most part. Don't you like how I'm qualifying these? For the most part. Hold on, let me check behind me. Because he came down here right as I was tidying up my desk and getting ready for my live. So I think I might have to recut these pieces. Urgh. But it's okay. Let me just grab a scrap. Okay, the good news is I've got plenty of scraps here. Okay, so I need a piece that is 1 3/4 by 2 1/4. All right, so I need 3 of those. Let's just make sure this is 2 1/4, and it is. And then 1 3/4. Okay, so this first card is something you could do with like any color combination, but I have a soft spot for this particular color combo. It's crumb cake, black, and crushed curry. Now the reason I love that is because it's very fall-esque, but you could create this card out of any color combination you want. That's the fun part about it. But I really liked this for today. Now this is not our color challenge yet. That's our next card, but it's a great color scheme, and you could substitute for the cherry cobbler a whole bunch of different colors. You could do Cajun craze. Can I say cherry cobbler? I meant crushed curry. That's what we're using. But you could substitute Cajun craze, real red, cherry cobbler, pretty peacock, even blueberry bushel, gorgeous grape. Basically any color. You could totally just substitute any color for the crushed curry we're going to use. Okay, so I've got my half sheet of crumb cake. Then I have embossed a panel of crushed curry. This is 4¼ by 3¼ and we're gonna go ahead and attach that. Like I said, I embossed this already and we're gonna just stick it kind of right in the middle of this card like so. Then I also have a 3x4-ish piece of black cardstock. Now I was thinking I could just stick this on here, but wouldn't it be amazing if I did my favorite, which is the faux suede technique, and just ran my embossing folder all over this card. And when I do that, you can see the layers literally start to separate, okay? And when I pull them all the way apart, I'm going to get this beautiful kind of suede-y looking inside that has got all this texture. Can you see that? Isn't that cool? And so we're going to go ahead and add that. Now, when I do this, because this is a little thinner because we just literally separated it, I want to put a little extra adhesive than I normally would so that the layer sticks on my card pretty nicely for me. Okay, and then I'm just going to kind of put that centered on here like so. Okay, and look at how fun that is. So I've got my 2 layers on my card. I'm going to set that aside for a moment, and we're going to do a little stamping on those 3 pieces of very vanilla that we used. Now, depending on what color you use with this, you might want to use white cardstock, you know, if you chose a different color combination than what I'm doing. So you could substitute white for this, you know, if you were doing a softer color combination, but I like using vanilla because people have asked a lot, you know, how do you use vanilla in cards? So that's kind of a fun thing to do. And then I also think it looks great with this kind of earthier color combination. Okay, so we're going to use our crushed curry. And I'm also going to use some black. You can use black memento or black stays on. I guess I'm going to use memento. So I'm going to start on this first square. So these 3 squares are going to go on here kind of like that. Okay. So on this first one, I want to add my sentiment, which is, there's some really great sentiments that come in this set. We're going to use each of them. So I really appreciate you as our first sentiment, and I'll stamp that just kind of right in the center like so. Now I wanted to add a little to this, so I'm going to just take the flowers from this set and kind of add some flowers on here. I might even sneak a couple more just to fill things up like so. Got a little ink on my glass mat, so I'll just take my chamois and wipe it off. Oh, I love how easy that is. Okay, so our first square is done. For our next square, we're going to take this kind of skinny branch, and they designed it so that this branch is going to coordinate with these flowers, so they just fit in here and everything lines up perfectly. So rather than stamp that in green, you could stamp it in green. I'm going to stamp in black. And then I'll take the coordinating flowers, and you can see they're really easy to line up because it's photopolymer. I'll just stamp that right there, and it's like perfection. Oh, so cool. All right, so there's the second one. And then the third one, we're going to use the other flower. Same design, just a different look. So we've got this leaf, branch thing, and then the coordinating flowers for this. And so this, it's easy to line the bud up here and then the flower, the edge of the flower over here. Okay, so I always have to tilt it a little more than I think. But again, because it's photopolymer, we can see through and it's perfection. Oh, so gorgeous. Okay, So I'm going to close that up. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere these to my card, kind of like this. Of course, we're going to pop them up because we can. All right, so I've got some dimensionals here. Finish off that sheet. You can always use those edge pieces. And because this piece is solely on that faux suede, I'm putting a little extra dimensionals on here just because I want to make sure it's going to stick. The other two squares are going to have at least partially sticking to the crumb cake card base portion. So now I'm just going to line these up like so. Oh, perfect. And then we'll place them right on here like that. Actually, I usually like doing the middle one last. I don't know why I just did that, but I think it's because I was worried about making sure it's stuck okay. But it's all good. All right, so we've got that. And then last, we're going to embellish this with a couple things. One is something I'm almost giddy about. I wouldn't say I'm almost, I'm totally giddy about it. Okay, so there's, ooh, that's on there a little crooked. There we go, I think that's better. Okay, so isn't that beautiful? But wait, there's more. All right, so we want to embellish a little bit. So what I want to do is take some ribbon. Now, we've got this vanilla ribbon, which is going to go nicely, and you could add a bow of this right to your card. In fact, I'll even tie a bow, and this could be the bow we put on the card. But let's be honest, this ribbon is a little bit plain, and I feel like this card needs a little punch. You know what I mean? So what I'm going to do is tie another piece of ribbon in a bow. This is just so I get the right length of ribbon, like that. Then what I'm going to do is take a piece of paper. You probably could do this on your glass mat, but you might need rubbing alcohol to clean it, and I don't have any super handy. And I'm going to take my dark basic black blend, and I'm going to color this ribbon right on up. So I'm just going to go right over this with black. In my opinion, we do not have enough black ribbon. I considered like black baker's twine. We've got some checkered black ribbon, but I thought that might be a little busy for this. I want some plain black ribbon. Well, I can make myself a little black ribbon oh so easily with this. Just kind of going over to make sure it's covered pretty well and it looks pretty good. So here we go. So when you color your ribbon, it dries pretty quick. It's not quite dry. I've got a little on my hands, but it dries pretty quick. Okay. Now I'm going to use a different black marker on this card as well. And that is just a Stampin' Write marker. And I'm just going to spritz this a little bit. So now I've got some spritzes of black on here, which I love. And then I'm going to take and add my bow of ribbon. Now this has had a little time to dry, so I'm just going to tie a bow with this ribbon. And we'll kind of go up. You always start closer to the end than you think is kind of my rule. And then we'll just kind of go a little back and forth till we get this right. All right, and that looks just lovely. We'll trim this. What I love too is that the ribbon kind of stiffens up just a bit when you color it with your Stampin' Blends. And then I'm just going to add that right there. And doesn't that really make this card better than that? Oh, I love the black. Isn't that just amazing? All right. Now, again, you can get all of the goodies, ribbon included, to make this card with just a $35 purchase in my online store. Make sure you use the host code, And all that information is in the description of this video, by the way. So there we go. But wait, there's just a little bit more. So the embellishment that I'm sending, if you spend $75 this month, is going to include the iridescent foil gems and your very own spritzing marker. So you don't even have to feel bad about using it for spritzing. It can be dedicated for such a purpose. Okay, so I'm going to take and just add a few of these gems in a couple of spots. Not a ton of them, but I'll put a couple right here on this one, maybe 1 or 2 on this one. And then depending on the placement, I'll stick 1 more over here. And what I meant by that is, like, I didn't know if it was going to be covered up or what. So now we've got a beauty. Okay. I'm also going to add on the inside of my card a little bit of stamping. Okay, oh, this card is a little messed up, but that's okay. We can work with that. All right, so I'm going to add a couple more flowers in here. I kind of am tilting that one a little bit extra, and then I've got this one over here in the corner to be pretty, and then we'll use our crushed curry once again. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, super cute. And I'm going to even throw a little, I'm going to take a little bit of ink from my blending brush, and I'm just going to kind of go across the corner here. Not like the whole thing, just the corner. And I think that just adds a nice touch. And last but not least, I'm going to spritz this bad boy a little bit there too. Okay, and then we're going to ignore that splotch I just made. You saw nothing, but we can get rid of it with my little sand eraser. I think I had 2 and I didn't realize it. I don't know, do I have ink on one of my hands that I'm not aware of? But we'll just kind of erase that ink away with that sand eraser. These sand erasers come in my adhesive kits. You can get them on their own, or you can purchase one at a discount when you order an online class from me. And then I got ink all over, so let's clean that up before we get it anywhere else. Okay, we're gonna close up the ink pads, and then let's adhere this inside our card. I already had some schmutz on this one anyway, but we'll take care of it. Oh, this is gonna run out, isn't it? Yep. Don't worry, I got another one ready to go. Okay, so we'll add that to the inside of our card, and oh goodness, this is so pretty. So, so pretty. Love it. Okay. Oh, it looks like you guys like it too. Let's see. All right, there we go. So that's our first card. Now our second card is a completely different color combination and a completely different card layout. But what we're going to do, sorry, my shame is a little wet. There we go. But what we're going to do for this one is use this as our color challenge on my Stamping with the Creativity Cave Facebook group. By the way, there's a link in the description of this video. So we're going to use this color combo for our challenge this month, and I think you'll agree it is right up my alley because one of the colors is Coastal Cabana, the color that lets us know God loves us. All right, so I am going to be using a little medallion, and this will be in your kit. I die cut this from the Thoughtful Expressions dies. You can see the one I'm using. Actually, there might even be 2 missing. This size and a size smaller. So there's 2 more dies in this. Actually, there's a whole bunch of more dies because it's a part of a bundle. But there's the rest of them. But anyway, I'm going to use one of those dies, and we're going to stamp on this, and then we're going to stamp on the background. Now, before I do that, stamp on the background, that is, I kind of wanted to mark where this is going to fit on here so that my stamping sort of lines up. Now, you might not be able to see this in the video, but I'm just going to put a couple of like marks on here, a few dots, to sort of mark the outline of where that label will go in some pencil so it's not noticeable. Okay, and what I want to do is use those two designs once again, but this time a completely different color combination. So I'm going to use Coastal Cabana, Azure Afternoon, Lemon Lolly, and black. So my black Memento ink pad I'm going to use once again. Okay, I love adding black. It's like fun colors, and then black is, you know, kind of in stark contrast. Excuse me. And while I really think that this feels like a tropical vacation, it's also just kind of a really fun summery color combo, but it does make me wish that I was on a beach somewhere near the ocean right now, as Snowmageddon is coming upon us here in the Midwest. So I think that will hopefully make you giggle at least a little. Okay, so we're going to stamp on here with these colors. So I'm going to start by stamping in a little different way that maybe you would normally think of. So I'm going to start by stamping this bigger piece in 3 spots, kind of mixed around here, sort of evenly spaced, but we're not that picky. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to take the other branch and I'm going to kind of throw that in between the 2 that we just did, keeping in mind that I don't want to, you know, cover up too much, like that. Okay, and what I mean by cover up is I don't want to interfere one branch to the other. Now this looks just like a big mess, right? But we're gonna fill it in with our flowers, and so it's going to be really beautiful. So I'm going to start with my Azure Afternoon and the larger sized flower, so that'll go on that larger sized branchy thing that we did, right? So again, I'm just going to line that up like so. And if you're not totally perfect, we don't judge here at the Creativity Cave. It's okay. Stamp my second one right there. That was pretty good. And my third one over here. By the way, if you're like, oh my gosh, that's too many flowers and leaves and it's a mess, you can stamp the flowers first before you stamp the second branch. That way you will keep it a little more organized if you struggle to figure out where the flowers fit in the branches, you know what I mean? Okay, so now I'm going to try the second smaller flowers. I'm going to do that in Coastal Cabana. Okay, so we'll stick that right there. Oh, so beautiful. And that one is going to go right there. And I just love how easy they designed this to use. Everything just fits in there like a dream. Okay, now isn't this beautiful, but a little messy, right? Don't worry, we're going to cover it up with our sentiment, and that's really going to clean things up. The other thing we're going to do is kind of a fun touch. We're going to take that embossing folder and partially emboss this panel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in, an inch-ish or so on here. So there's probably like 1.25 inches. I can line the edge up with the bottom. I want to make sure the Stampin' Up! Logo is showing because that means it'll be embossed on top of my paper. And then I'm just going to feed this through my machine. Give me a sec. Okay. And here we go. So look at that fun embossing. It would be too much to go over the whole thing, but I love just putting it on part of this. Okay, so let me close this up. Don't want to cause any incidents. You're welcome. All right, now I'm going to layer this panel on top of my 4 1/4 by 5 inch Coastal Cabana. Excuse me. Oh my gosh, this is really funny. So in the middle of the night, last night, both my husband and I started coughing. And I go, I feel like I swallowed a fur ball or something, like from my dogs. And he goes, yeah, me too. And we both just kind of kept coughing. I don't know what was going on or if it was dry in our room or what, but that was really weird. Okay, now on my little medallion here from the Thoughtful Expressions dies, again, we'll die cut this for you so it'll all be included. We're going to take and put our sentiment, which is "You're in my thoughts," and I love that sentiment. Now you can do it, actually, you can do it in black or you can do it in Azure Afternoon. I'm going to see if I can do this again. I did this when I was working on creating the sample. I did it in Azure Afternoon to start with, and I was like, I don't know if I like that. I mean, it's nice, but then I wanted to add the black to go with it. So I thought, oh, I can line it up again, right? And I do have a bit of a gift for this. So let me clean this real quick. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to ink it in black and I'm going to stamp it right on top and nobody will know. Well, I was really close to lining it up, but not 100% perfect. And so I sort of got a shadow. We'll see if I can repeat this a little bit. It's a little better on there. So I don't know if you can see this, but it's like, do you see the little blue shadow on here? It's not perfectly even, but oh, I just love it. And I thought it was kind of cool. So anyway, I'm going to take and add this to my card. Now I'm going to use a little bit of ribbon. Now this is ribbon that comes in a bundle of 3 colors. There's Lemon Lolly, Azure Afternoon, and Bubble Bath. And we're just going to add a little zigzag. Of course, we'll include some of this ribbon in your card kit, so you've got it. We'll just tuck this behind. So to adhere that, I'm going to put this on like this. Ooh, but I just realized I actually don't want to do that quite yet because we're going to spritz again. Okay. So sorry, I had the ribbon between my teeth. We just spritzed a little on here. And then I'm going to adhere this ribbon to that adhesive I just put down. And I kind of like to get the adhesive on there, you know, so all the 3 layers of it will touch, and then we'll pop this up over the top. So I'll put a dimensional here and here. That'll kind of hold everything in place, and I'll put it on straight and everything. Oh, so beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to pop this whole panel up onto my Azure Afternoon card base. We also need to do a little stamping on the inside, but I just think this is so pretty. Got to get our card base. There's a little ink on our tray, so let's wipe that off. I'm gonna dry it off with my arm just so that we can get going a little quicker. But I'm really anxious for my little just slightly runny nose and cough that's still left over from our holiday illness to just be gone already. My goodness. I think it's time. Oh, and look at how beautiful that is. And what a totally different color combination. So I just love that. Now I've got a panel of white for the inside of my card. I can just grab it. There we go. And so we want to stamp on this as well. You can kind of do whatever you'd like. We can do some lemon lime twist and just stamp that in the corner like so. We could add just a little bit of this, just doing a partial and kind of angling it like that, and then some Coastal Cabana. I just love these colors, and then that beautiful black really just kind of adds a nice extra touch to this. And then once again, if you wanted, you could, I like putting a little sponging in the corners of these. It's just kind of a nice little touch to kind of fill out the color right there. So I just blended a little bit of my lemon lime twist ink on there with my blending brush. Just kind of makes everything pop. And then we can even spritz this once again, just a little spritzing in there, not much. So I didn't flick it too hard. There's just a few little speckles, and then we'll add that to the inside. And isn't this just beautiful? Oh, love it, love it, love it. So it's a fun way to add a little accent to the inside of your card. And again, you'll get all these wonderful cardstock pieces when you place at least a $35 order in my online store. Now, one more embellishment. Gotta find them. Oh, these iridescent foil gems are just my absolute fave. They're so beautiful. They're so wonderful because they coordinate with everything. So we're just gonna add a couple of these on here. And I'm just gonna put 3 on here like that. Just kind of line them up. Oh, so beautiful. Isn't this just gorgeous? Okay, so now we've made 2 cards. We've got one more. Now we've gone kind of earthy, we've gone kind of bright. Now we're going to go soft. So our next card is probably my favorite, and it's going to sneak a little bit of the perennial lavender sweet into it. Not a lot, just a little. And we're going to use that perennial postage bundle. Just the dies. So of course this will come in your kit, pre-die cut for you. You don't need any of this stuff. Okay, and let me grab the perennial so you can see. It's on my shelf. Okay, so this is the bundle that comes with all these awesome dies, and we're going to use both a postage die and this little postage cancellation mark on our card. But like I said, this will be included in your kit for you. All right, so on this one, uh-oh, where did my cardstock piece go? I'm going to start with a half a sheet of thick white cardstock, and darn it, I know I have this piece. I'm giggling. I can hear my dogs are wrestling upstairs. Ah! What is happening? I'm telling you, there is a door to Narnia in my office. Okay, so I'm going to start with my thick white card base. I guess I should close my ink pads from my last project up. And like I said, we're going to do a nice soft color combination for this. You could certainly do lots of different colors to make this card as well. But we're going to use Bubble Bath, Soft Sea Foam, and a little Smoky Slate. Okay, so I've got my card base. I'm going to take and emboss a panel of Bubble Bath, and then we're actually going to adhere it to another panel of Bubble Bath. I love doing this because I think it just looks really classy and a little extra, a little fancy, a little bougie, a little fancy fence. I don't know. It's just nice. So I've got a 3 7/8 by 5 1/8 inch panel of Bubble Bath, and then we're going to attach that to our card base. Now you could pop this layer up if you wanted, or just leave it blank, or I mean normal. I'm going to go with normal, but like I said, you could pop it up if you wanted. So beautiful. I already love it. Okay. Now I've die cut for you one of these postage stamps. And although I cut my, oh wait, maybe here's the piece. I found it. Never mind. I was going to say I cut myself the piece to put on here. So I've got a little piece of white, and this is going to fit right on this panel. And then we're going to quick clean off that bright crazy ink so that we can use our regular soft colors. And this is just such a beautiful, simple card. If you have a stamp positioner like our Stamparatus, this would be perfect to set up on your Stamparatus so that you could just stamp a whole bunch of these. I know that because I did this card for a card swap that I participated in. And I'm going to start with some soft seafoam ink for my greenery here. And I'm going to do this a little, you know, not at the very bottom. I'm going to do it up just a skosh like that, because I want to leave a little room down here to stamp my sentiment. And I'm going to take Bubble Bath for my beautiful flowers. So we'll ink that up. And we'll just stamp this. I can do it. I believe in my gifts as a stamper. Voila. So pretty. Okay, and then I'm going to add my sentiment, which is hello there, in some smoky slate at the bottom. Okay, now I am going to do a little spritzing on this, but really light. I don't want too much on here. So I'm going to hold this up a little higher than I normally do. And then that means that the spray isn't quite as tight. All right, so I held this up like maybe 9 to 12 inches, so a little higher than normal. And then we'll clean the background off of our glass mat. Okay, obviously we're going to add some gems to this, but first what I want to do is put our little postage on here. Now you will get this embossed like this, so it'll be already done for you, but I'm going to just stick this on like so. Oops, we'll put it on straight, Dina. Come on now. Don't ruin your beautiful card by sticking this on all crooked. Have you ever done that? I'm guessing maybe some of you have done that before. Okay, and then I'm just gonna run this through my machine. Be right back. Okay, and then we've got that beautiful embossed piece right there, so it's really cool. Okay, now I'm just going to pop this up onto my card, and we're gonna embellish. Let's see. Gotta use up some of these edge pieces. All right. So pretty. Okay, and then last but not least, a couple of these gorgeous gems will go on here. And they're just so pretty. And I just love the simplicity of this gorgeous card. So simple. Now on the inside, we can do a little stamping as well. I'm going to take a little strip here. And so this is just gonna fit on the inside. You can trim yours down. But what I'm gonna do is, here's my piece. I'm gonna stamp this. And we'll kind of do it a little bit, you know, in different directions just to sort of cover things up a little. going across, cover the paper is what I'm trying to say, not. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp that right there. And that right there. I kind of changed the position, so I'm trying to make sure I stamp these right. And that right there. Okay. And we'll close that up. Okay, so I'm just going to add that to the bottom. Like so. And then I'll trim off the excess. And then I'm going to add another sentiment on the inside also. And that'll be in my smoky slate, which is you're in my thoughts. So the front of it says, hello there, and the inside says, you're in my thoughts, which is just so nice. There we go. So isn't that a beautiful card? Real simple, but so beautiful. All right, now let me bring in all the cards I made. And once again, just shamelessly mention, you can get the little card kit to make these beautiful projects for free with a $50 purchase or $35 purchase. If you spend $50, you'll get the card kit plus the PDF for the All-Star video. Everybody gets PDF who gets the card kit, of course, so you know what to do. And then if you spend $75 or more, you will also get the gems and a black marker. It's like 2 for. So those are our 3 cards. Now this center one is our color combination for the month of December, this is January. Get with it, Dina. So we've got our 3 colors plus black. So this is Lemon Lime Twist, Coastal Cabana, Azure Afternoon, and the black. That's our color combo. So I will have this up tomorrow in the Stamping with the Creativity Cave Facebook group, so you are aware of it. And you can create your own project with this color combination and share it in our group, and then you'll be entered into a drawing for a free bundle at the beginning of next month. So you have through the end of this month to create your project and share it. So I hope you loved the projects we made today. Thank you so much for being here with us. I will be right back here next week, and we will do another set of cards. I've got actually a poll in my Stamping with the Creativity Cave Facebook group right now asking what bundle you would like me to show. There's a few choices. So anyway, if you have any questions, please let me know. If you ordered last week, your card kits are going to be shipping this week. And then if you order this week, they will ship out next week with all the fun goodies. So thank you so much for your business, you guys. It means so much to me. I really appreciate it. I hope you're loving this. Of course, don't forget to take advantage of all the things that go with Celebration, whether you want to order, host a workshop, or place a larger order yourself and get that extra host bonus, or join. That's the best deal. You can get this glass mat studio for free or an extra $30 in your starter kit. And really, it is a no-brainer because it's such a good deal. You get up to 20% off or you can enjoy 20% off on your purchases through the end of June. You can also get all kinds of perks for being a part of my team and there's just so much. So anyway, if you have any questions about joining, about ordering, or about hosting, please don't hesitate to ask. Otherwise, I'll see you guys here right next week. Thank you so much for being a part of today's live, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.